Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Alpha Plus Education. I am Sanjeev Kumar Jha and here we are learning SPSS in small steps. So today's topic is independent sample t-test, which is a parametric test. It is video number 9. आओ सीखें how to calculate independent sample t-test. So independent sample t-test means we have a sample in which score obtained by one is not dependent on score of second. Okay, suppose I have a mathematics score of boys and girls, so these scores are mutually exclusive scores, means boys scores doesn't depend upon girls scores and girls scores doesn't depend upon boys scores. So we have independent sample. So in that case, if we compare two means between two categories, boys, girls, we use independent sample t-test. So it is a parametric inferential statistic. Purpose is to test a null hypothesis. Whenever we test the hypothesis, we test null hypothesis. So let us form a null hypothesis. There is no significant difference between boys and girls mathematics score. So I have a null hypothesis that boys and girls have equal score. Another language for this hypothesis may be boys and girls have equal score, or there is no significant mean difference between boys and girl mathematics score. Another language of writing this null hypothesis is like this. We represent null hypothesis with h naught. Mu b minus mu g is equal to 0. Mu b means mean score of boys, mu g means mean score of girls. So if there is no significant difference, difference will be 0. Or in another word, I can say boys and girls has equal score, so their difference will be 0. So learning objective of this video is you will be able to test a null hypothesis with independent sample t-test by using SPSS. Okay. Welcome to SPSS. Let me take you to the SPSS so that you can understand practically. Welcome to SPSS. So here it is. Here I have two variables, gender and math score. So I will test a null hypothesis H naught between mean scores of boys and girls. For this purpose, as we know, we need to click on analyze. Okay, let us click on analyze. Analyze, compare mean, independent sample, t-test. Analyze, compare means, independent sample t-test. The flow of clicks will be like this. So let us do analyze, compare means, independent sample t-test. When I will click on independent sample t-test, this dialog box will be open. Here a list of all the variables, here the scope for testing variable, here for grouping variable. Need to select one variable, click on this for here, select another variable, categorical variable, and click on this. Okay, let us do student in math score in testing variable and gender in group variable. When we enter the gender here, it will appear two question marks that we need to define the groups. For defining the group, need to click on define group. When I will click on define the group, this dialog box will open. I need to put group 1, group 2. I have entered 1 for boys, 2 for girls. So I will define group like this. Okay. 1, 2, continue. So now I can click on OK. So this will be result for t-test, group statistic, independent sample t-test. Okay, in group statistic, what you can see, boys, girls, number of boys, number of girls, boys means, girls means, boy standard deviation, girl standard deviation, boy standard error of mean, boy girls standard error of means, and here independent sample t-test. What you can see, Lebanese test and t-test. It is divided into two parts, this and this. First we need to check this significant value. If this significant value called as p is greater than 0.05, we assume equal variance, first one. And if this significant value p is less than 0.05, we assumes not equal variance, then lower values. So you can see it has two values, upper one and lower one. When we are clear whether sample has equal variance or not equal variance, then we see the t-test. So here I can see p is greater than 0.05, then equal variance assume. So we will see all upper values of the t-test. Okay, now go to the second part of the t-test. This is second part of t-test. Now we know equal variance assumed, so we will see only upper values. Okay, so t is minus 0.9396, minus 0.396. Degree of freedom is 58, as sample size was 50, and so degree of freedom is 58. This is p-value, again p-value. Our decision will depends on this p-value, whether we will accept the null hypothesis or we will reject the null hypothesis. Our decision will depend upon this p-value. If p is less than 0.05, if this p is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. We reject the null hypothesis. And if this p is greater than 0.05, then we accept the null hypothesis. So what was the null hypothesis here? The null hypothesis was there is no significant difference between boys and girls score, and p is here. Here p is 0.693, means greater than 0.05, means we accept the null hypothesis, means boys and girls do not have any significant difference in their mean score. So in this way we can explain our t-test, independent sample t-test. So you need to remember these two values, p is greater than 0.05 or p is less than 0.05 for 95% of cases. This is 95% confidence limit. So I hope you like this video and you must be able to understand how to interpret this t-test. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed till now. We will come again for the next video. Thank you.